up. The bands were amazing. It all came together so well. I really couldn't be more pleased with it. It's just, you know, one of the rewards of doing all this.
Right. So, and how do you know the bands? How did you get the choice of
I
bands?
played with both those bands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And honestly, I'm really picky when it comes to local music.
Yeah.
And like Knuckle Dragger, for example, nobody's doing metal on the scene. Why? Where are they?
I know Michigan used to be known for their metal too. You know, they used to have a strong metal scene back in the day.
Yeah. And so, you know, I was just like, no, I gotta. These guys just rock, you know. And then Permanently Pissed. It's just that cool ass groove, you know, after school fucking jam. But their energy, man, is just so incredible. Like when you see a band, you want to see them perform.
Right.
You don't want to just see it. I mean, even though seeing live music in and of itself is entertaining, okay, but that only goes so far.
Right.
Let's be honest. And when you got a band that's just performing energy all over the stage, I mean, you gotta love it.
Yeah, and if you, we took some live videos of them. I put it on the Detroit Rock City Promotions page. They right from the outset, they were just hyped. They were just getting into it. I mean, shirts came off after the first song. They were just already just pumped up and going.
Yeah, it's their thing.
So the night was a really good success. You had a packed house tonight, and you sold some pieces. And so what's next, for Markham?
Next for Markham Artists and my work is, I'm in the Pancakes and Booze show in February at the Tangent Gallery. But, you know, I'm really looking toward really focusing and narrowing down the business aspect of everything this year.
Yeah. That's the plan?
Yep. And then as far as outside projects, my band Moaning Dwarf will be playing 11 Mile Sessions this Thursday, which they stream on YouTube, but they also stream on Roku, right? They're like one of those that they're on television and they're on YouTube.
Well, we'll definitely put them up on Detroit Rock City Promotions page. We'll share the page with them so that people can get the link to them from our side. And so let's talk about some of your artwork. Well, actually, before we get into these pieces that are here, let me ask you, with the business side, where does that leave the creative side for Markham Artists?
Oh, that just leaves it proliferating. I mean, like, the flow when it comes to me painting and working is nonstop. I mean, there's ideas still up here from back in high school that I still haven't been able to get out. And someone was asking me about my work earlier, and they said, does all your stuff come from dreams? And I said, no, not at all. It all comes directly from me thinking of it. And they were just kind of like, wow, you know. But I did love that they approached me that way, though, because it does speak to the fact that, yeah, I'm a surrealist.
Right.
That's what I intend to be, you know, and so I guess I'm getting that across.
Right. So has any of your work actually come from dreams, or is it always just thought up as in the creative mind?
Yeah, never from dreams.
No, huh?
No.
Because
I had one piece when I was a little kid that I did do from a nightmare.
So how long has Markham Artists been doing art? I mean,
I guess ever since I could hold a pencil, right? But
so you've always that's just always been your passion.
Yeah.
That was just the way you could create.
Yeah.
What do you think sparked that? Was there other artists in the family, or something you read, seen? What do you think sparked it?
My dad's apparently had done some art and was pretty talented in that area, but by the time I was born had given it up, so I had never seen anything of his.
Just somewhere in the genetic makeup. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's about it. There are no other artists in the family.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were young, did you enjoy art class when you had it?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just did you read like on art, or did you get into like books and seeing like paintings?
I did.
Old
oh
school?
yeah. It was just my life.
And that's it.
You know.
That was it.
I wanted to work for Marvel when I was a kid though, so I tried doing more comic illustrative stuff and was really influenced by that early on. Mostly the X titles. I wasn't really into any other books.
Okay. So animation. Is that how you started when you were young, or and then
sort
it
of how I
blossomed
started.
into the surreal? When did you get into the surreal art aspect of it?
That had to come along like like junior high when I started really experimenting with that.
And is there anybody that you can like kind of pin down that maybe struck, like what did you see that was like, wow, this is what I want to make?
Giger.
Giger? Oh.
H.R. Giger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know,
Right.
just blew my mind.
And that's what that, so you pinpoint, you know right where it started, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
because the other ones,
and how did you come across his work?
I can't even tell you. I must have been a fan of Alien. I was always a fan of Dune.
Okay.
He did a lot of the set work for that. And so I must have explored his work as a result of that. Like
As a result of the movies?
Yeah, it's just hard to remember now.
Right, no, I get it.
Or I saw something out there in the wild and was just like, what is this? Like way before I ever even saw the film.
Because I remember my first like instance with surreal art was obviously Dolly, because
Yeah.
you know the melting clock piece that he did.
Sure.
So I mean I seen that in the Man, Myth, and Magic book, and that sparked my
Okay.
interest in, and then from him reading about him, I just ended up reading about more, and I just kind of enjoyed. I always enjoyed reading and learning.
Right.
So because you're a surrealist, and somebody asked you about the dream state, and I'm going to say a lot of your works, a lot of the pieces here and other pieces that I've seen of yours, they definitely do have a very dream sequency type of like feel to them.
It's interesting. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of your pieces that we have here. Like let's talk about this piece here. How did this come to be? That's a fascinating piece right there.
All right, this is called cornucopia. And so it's like a cornucopic interpretation of these layers of hell or the inferno in a way. You've got the circular. See, one thing that I use in my work a lot are like genital references because they're always pinpointed as the bane of our downfall.
But it's
Right? Our
the
sexuality
survival of our
is what
species.
makes us. Yeah, right. But it also drives people to do things like rape women and whatnot, right?
Right.
Supposedly, they say, right? In certain circumstances, without undue other influence, of course.
Right.
But then, so it kind of wraps around into that shape, and these are merging, like it's like the two genitalia merging together and creating the life explosion from the realm below. It comes up. So, death beneath you, into life above you, as above, so below.
Yes.
It's kind of one of those. I have several pieces like that
Yes.
with that theme.
Like
Another one, that one up there. It all comes back around.
The top one.
Yeah, with the birds
blue
and the
background,
skeleton. Yeah,
And then, this
same
fellow here,
theme.
this one here.
That is my experiments in anthropomorphization.
It's a
Of
very
taking,
fascinating piece right there.
Thanks. Of taking another way of looking at humanity and amalgamating it into some sort of like plant-like form, like something that's asexual or self-reproductive, you know, and what would we look like if that were us? We probably wouldn't need most of our senses or what we even have at all. So it's just a surreal interpretation of that, but that's part 2 of part 1 that actually shows you exactly what the interpretation is and what the creature, the anthropomorphized being looks like.
And then I want to touch on this guy, this like punk rock alien guy. What is this about?
Well, that goes
this
back.
is really cool.
Thanks. That goes back to my comic roots, you know, figurative artwork. One of the things of my early, one of my early influences, and just he's a character from a story.
Okay. A story you wrote?
Yeah, and
And have you put the story out yet, or put it?
well, I'm putting a graphic novel together.
Okay.
It's like I hate doing it. I hate doing comics. Like I want to work for Marvel growing up, and then I grow up and I'm like, I can't do cell after cell. I can't do frame after frame. I can't do this. Drives me nuts.
Kind of restricts your creative.
Yeah, man. And I was like, you know what? I guess this was just a childhood dream,
Right.
like aspiration.
Let's go on to this one here on the easel. It's kind of like the forefront of your whole exhibit here.
Sort of, yeah.
I mean, it's one of the
I guess so. It commands the most
attention.
attention.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely does. So what do we say about this?
Oh, that is a reinterpretation of a series I did. It's 3 skulls on a strip of color, and then each skull has its own color, yellow, red, and blue. and I wanted to do, like so years ago, like 2015 or something, I participated in this artist trading card series, and each artist in it did 11 cards in the series, and they were traded around the world.
Nice. That's a great concept, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, and because you get all your information on the cards, when your piece goes out there, it's all, representing you and everything. So yeah, it was really cool, and I did the 3 skulls individually for that. And then when those were gone, I was like, oh, well, I started experimenting with spray paint and some graffiti stuff and everything. And so I wanted to reinterpret them in spray paint versions in larger scale.
Okay.
Hence this one. And then the other one I did is sold. And I never did the third one. Haven't done the third one yet.
Now, the color scheme's different on each skull?
Yeah, the other one that sold was blue.
Blue, red,
yeah,
and then...
And the one coming up would be yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Why did I was thinking that too in my head. So let me ask you this, because you said the graffiti stuff. Have you ever dabbled in graffiti or tagging or anything like that as a youth, or?
No, not so much as a youth.
No?
No, I create stencils.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Aaliyah piece up there.
Yeah.
The black negative space of the image is cut out from a stencil, and I was able to keep the piece all together and preserve it like that and create another piece out of it. Rarely do I get that lucky when I'm cutting the stencil.
Right. All right, so let's go back over some things. Moaning Dwarf is going to be at 11 Mile Sessions.
Yep, this Thursday.
And Pancake and Boots is coming up in February at Tangent.
Yep, Tangent Gallery.
Anything else after
February
that?
8th.
February 8th?
Yeah.
Okay. And anything else anything booked out further than that we should know
Not yet,
about?
no.
Not yet?
No, because last year, I usually try to only do 6 shows a year. Last year was 13.
Ooh.
And so I was like...
More than double the pace, huh?
Yeah, with art.
And
that means vending, if I'm there doing a table, if I'm there doing this, that's all different types, right? And so I was like, wow, man, I really went above and beyond, and I'm grateful. And I said, so let's just see what happens flowing into the year.
Okay.
So
you're just kind of taking it by ear, nothing like, not locked into 6 or more shows. Whatever comes up as you flow.
Yeah, because that's what happened last year. I didn't apply for a single show I did.
Oh wow, really? They just nice.
Yeah.
Gotta love when that happens.
I
I mean,
know.
obviously somebody's noticing you, right?
Right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then the release of Moaning Dwarf's new CD, right?
Oh, the new album.
Yeah.
Man, thank you.
Yeah, let's
the
not
new
forget
album,
that.
the new Moaning Dwarf album. New Moaning Dwarf album comes out this Tuesday, the 7th. And it's called There's a Prism in My Rectum, So I Shit Rainbows. And it'll be everywhere. Spotify, add it to your iTunes downloads, YouTube, everywhere.
And we'll put links up for all
worldwide.
of it. Yeah.
Worldwide.
And don't listen to Cletus from space. He'll tell you it's unlistenable. But I was listening to it tonight. He's wrong.
Just wait till Thursday.
Oh boy. All right, well, thank you, Markham, for taking some time out to talk with us.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
appreciate it.
Frank.
And we appreciate all the work you do out here and getting it out there,
Yeah.
Just keeping the art scene alive,
Yeah,
It takes
'cause that's
every
what's-
single person. It takes each person
Yeah.
to do it,
Yeah, it's about bringing this community together.
Exactly.
And people that can appreciate it and enjoy it and have a good time with it. That's what it's all about.
That is it.
And that's what we had tonight.
And that's what the DRCP Army is all about. We have to support each other because we are the scene. You, me, them, every one of us. Helps, and it doesn't cost you nothing to help share a post, an event, you know what I mean? And you've supported somebody with just sharing. Just share
For free.
For free. Doesn't cost you anything. But all right, thanks again, Markham. Thank you again.
Thanks.
You guys have a good one. Frank and Watt.
Have a good night. See ya, everybody.